Hey guys, what's up? It's mp4podcast.com, and I want to talk about people's perceptions of other people and why they think some people are just so good at everything where they would actually invest money into somebody which they have no idea of why they're really giving the person this money. You're probably saying, what the hell are you talking about, mp4podcast.com? Well, I'm talking about 38 Studios by Kirk Schilling. Now, it is well known that Kirk Schilling is a gamer. He loves RPG games, okay? He absolutely loves them. He talked about I'm from Boston. I mean, maybe you can probably tell because I don't say my R's, like ka. But Kirk Schilling, when he was up here in Boston pitching, he used to talk about how he used to always love EverQuest. I think there was actually a Kirk Schilling character in EverQuest. Then he migrated over to World of Warcraft. And that's all he really likes to play is MMOs. And he doesn't even play sports games at all. I mean, he didn't even play High Heat Baseball, which is probably one of the best baseball video games to ever come out. Probably for any system for baseball. And you can get it, I believe, on the PS2, and there might be an Xbox One version as well. And it's not the best looking game, but gameplay is really good. It's easy to pick up. It's probably one of the more enjoyable baseball games that I've played. Alright, moving on. People up here in Boston absolutely love Kirk Schilling. You really can't say anything bad about the guy. I mean, he came to Boston. We got a World Series. I mean, up here in Boston, that's like, a supreme being. I mean, whatever you want to call it. I'm not getting all religious or anything, but I mean, that's how hardcore the Boston or the Massachusetts community is when it comes to baseball. Okay, when the Red Sox won the World Series, the parade for the Red Sox was much bigger than the parade for the New England Patriots was. Okay, it was much bigger than the Celtics, much bigger than the Bruins. I mean, I know probably across the country, football might actually even be bigger than baseball. But however, here in New England, baseball is the #1 sport. It's a pastime. It goes, I don't know, maybe almost 100 years. And people who are true Red Sox fans, they'll stick with that team year after year, year after year, even if they're losing. And we are really good at, dealing with pain. I mean, like the other World Series where we lost and so. But up here in New England, Kirk Schilling is a god. So basically, Kirk Schilling wanted to start this video game company called 38 Studios. He wanted to do his passion for video games. And, a lot of people, who make, tax breaks and so on and this and that, believed in Kirk Schilling because, one, he's famous. Two, he has a shitload of money. So basically, yeah, he seems like he knows what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. But, I was talking to other people, especially people who don't play games like, my dad and, other people in the family who are much older. It's like, oh, he's going to be fun, blah, blah, blah. I told them straight out, Kirk Schilling will be a failure with that MMO game. How many MMO games have failed? I mean, I don't have enough fingers and toes to count them. All the MMOs who have basically failed when going up against World of Warcraft. Yeah, sure, World of Warcraft is actually slowing down a little bit today. And World of Warcraft is now free to play until you get to level 20. And that's basically just a hook to get you into the game so you get addicted to it and then you start paying. That's their motto right now. A lot of these other MMO games are doing free to play. You can buy items with real money. I've been playing the Star Trek Online. I'm not really an MMO person. It's actually the first one that I'm trying out. I only probably spent an hour on it. But you can probably upgrade phases, upgrade your ship, do other things, and a buck here, a buck here, a buck there, or whatever. But to invest so much resources into an MMO when it's your first time going into the video game business, to me, it just seems insane. Blizzard is the master of what it does. I mean, when Blizzard comes out with a sequel, it takes 10 or more years just to come out with a sequel. They do not bang out sequels over and over and over. And, you know, I'll be honest, I'm not a big Blizzard fan. I mean, I don't hate their games. I'm just not into those types of games. I've had friends that's like, hey, play Diablo. I played it. Wasn't really into it. Tried StarCraft. It's not really my type of thing. I like shooters. You know, Quake. I like Call of Duty, Unreal Tournament, those types of games. That's what I like. You know, I'm going to try and maybe give Diablo 3 a chance. You know, maybe maybe because I was younger at the time where I wasn't really into those types of games, but maybe I would like them now. But I'll give them a chance. But Kirk Schilling, I mean, everything that he did was a mistake from the beginning. First time in the video game business. Goes out, wants to make an MMO. I know he made another game that came out for Xbox 360 and the PS3. And let me look up the name of that game. It actually got very good reviews. And it's called The Kingdom of Alamor The Reckoning. But it's just this other game called Comnerius. I can't even pronounce it. That's the one which is an MMO. And, you know, when he was building this game, I mean, they were probably thinking it would be very successful. And they were going to be charging $15 a month to play it. Which is, you know, that's a lot of money sometimes for people to even consider spewing out if they're already playing an MMO. That was also one of the problems with all the other MMOs that came out. I mean, I heard Conan was doing horrible when it came out maybe about 3-4 years ago, going up against World of Warcraft. I mean, they were charging, you know, you come over and pay, you know, $10-15. You know, and then you have to pay for that, and you don't want to cancel your World of Warcraft character because you basically, you know, invested time and money into that character. And I don't really know, I mean, if they save those characters or maybe they'll let you come back in a certain amount of time. But, I mean, that's one of the problems with MMO, and that's why all the games went free. So Kirk Schilling never really realized this during the transition. While he was building his game, the MMO market was actually changing. I can't say that word, drastically. But you have to understand, this is really bad. They did some sneaky things on the side. Taxpayers got screwed and everything. And a lot of people are always like this because they think that somebody, you know, is going to be successful because they were successful in another field. Saying everything Kirk Schilling did was bad at all. I mean, I just skimmed over this article and everything. I'm giving you more of my personal feeling on this situation. But, you know, I guess there's other people that came into the company. They stopped managing it. Maybe Kirk Schilling knew about some other shady things they were doing. Maybe they weren't. And the reason why I say this, I'm not saying this because I'm from Boston. But for you guys who've been watching my channel for a while, you guys know that one of my other hobbies is photography and video filmmaking. Olympus, the camera manufacturer who makes Micro Four Thirds cameras, they were doing some real shady stuff. I mean, extremely shady stuff. They had investments in like Jamaica, the Caribbean, offshore investing in these weird, like plastic cups, plastic spoons, just trying to hide $4 billion of lost money. And they were lying to their investors, and this was going on for about 10-15 years. One of the, I think the president of the company actually found out about it, and he went to the board of directors, and the board of directors fired him because, you know, they were afraid that he was going to spill the beans. He cleared out his office and he flew back to England and then reported it because he was so afraid that, you know, maybe something was, you know, I don't know, maybe somebody was going to whack him or something. But, you know, it's just, I don't know what to really think. Maybe Kirk Schilling did a lot of bad things. Maybe he did a little bit. Maybe he was trying to cover it up just for a little while to try and repair the. I don't really know. But all I would say is, if you don't have the experience really really, you shouldn't be doing these types of things. Kirk Schilling, what he probably should have done, in all honesty, he should have started working on Flash games for Facebook. He should have been working on small iOS games, RPGs, like 2D, old school RPGs. Build up a small little RPG MMO off of that. Easy games that people, charge $3 for them. I'm not even trying to say this because I'm an iOS guy, but he should have started small in another market where he wasn't competing against Blizzard in another way. That's why Chains of Chaos on iOS and Android, and I think it's even on Amazon Kindle, even though that's Android, and it's on Facebook. It's also for the Mac. That's actually doing really well because they only charge $1 or $2, I think $1 a month or something to play online. And they're in a completely different realm of competing against World of Warcraft. You can sit on your porch with your iPad, your iPhone, your Android phone, whatever, play Chaos Online or whatever it is. I mean, you can play this sitting around, whatever, with 4G LTE or whatever. But that's what I'm saying, guys. This is an interesting story about how somebody was a huge MMO fan and didn't realize that we're going up against Blizzard. That's all I'm saying. So once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. Love to hear your thoughts on this story. Take care, everyone. MP4podcast.com out.